Welcome. It's your boy Twinsinc, and this is Twinsinc Talk. On this podcast here, we'll be talking about all subject matters. Nothing is off the table. We try to keep the facts, be respectful to one another, and just get that real dialogue that some people are scared to give you or won't give you, or to give you half-baked information. So once again, thank you for tuning in to Twinsinc, and let's rock. What's going on, good people? Happy New Year. I hope everyone is having had a wonderful, blessed New Year's. Hope everybody went outside at midnight and said Jumanji to get out this game of 2020, because 2020 was a rough year. But this is not a conversation to talk about what's happened in 2020. We're now in 2021, and it's time to get things into perspective. It's time to, you have all these New Year's resolution, New Year goals, as you still see, we're still on lockdown, right? So the game hasn't really fully restored or reset yet, but it's baby steps. We got to take baby steps, right? But as you see, the topic here is, what is your stance on self-accountability and life? Now, this topic was presented to me earlier this week. And if some of you guys who do follow me on Facebook, I posed a question or a concern, a topic regarding the NFL about an NFL player by the name of Dwayne Haskins, who was just released. Second year into his agreement as an NFL football player, the AKA the Negro for Lease League. But anyway, I'm not really talking about that whole subject as a whole. I just want to give you some context as far as where this topic has came from. And the topic, or during the whole debate, the conversation back and forth with people I was having, a good family member of mine posed the question to me, and he says, what is your stance on self-accountability and life? You know what? And I say, you know what? I didn't answer that question at that moment because that was a diversion to get off this main topic that we was talking on. But you know what? I'm going to use that topic for a show to start the year off for 2021's podcast. Why not? That's a great topic. I'm going to get back to you on that, but I'm going to use that for my show. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Self-accountability. And, excuse me, hi, everybody. So first off, let me just give y'all the legal, the factual definition of it, because, no opinions. I'm going to give you straight facts, right? So give me 1 second here to put this information up. All right, here we go. Self-accountability, or a person accountable, means that you're responsible for your choices and your actions. You are the first and last in line of defense of your integrity. Self-discipline is your primary method for proving your life, pursuing good things because you desire them. That's it in a whole nutshell. Self-accountability. And that's a really good definition. And when you break it down, what it means, I love it. Because at the end of the day, you are responsible for yourself. You can't blame anyone else for other things that may go on in your life. So you need to take that self-accountability. And I like that. I like that a lot. That's why I want to talk about it. So we know 2020 has passed. A lot of things up and down have gone on. But it's 2021 now, people. And with the technology and things we have going on, there's many ways for you to get knowledge, to read up on stuff, to be aware of what's going on, and no longer to be a yes man. And I've talked about this many times on the show about being a yes man. And at the end of the day, a yes man is someone who doesn't use logical thinking. They go to these main huge platforms, and whatever they spew to the public, people take that information and run with it. The CNNs, the Fox, whatever information someone tell you, whatever they say is the gospel, and you take it and you run with it without doing your own little research, your own look it up some information, use your Google, go to a library, whatever. You don't use that information. You take whatever they say and you run with it. And 2021, at the end of the day, I'm no longer going with the narrative of what other people have said. So, for example, like, once again, 2020 just passed. But the president's debate, right? Biden's our president now. It is what it is, right? But a lot of things during the whole run and process before he became president, a lot of motive of people voting for either president was most of people, not all, but most people, was based off their emotions. Wasn't based on logic. People will say comments talking about, oh, he get up in the morning, he eat a cheeseburger, and he just say XYZ talking about Trump. Oh, he don't know what he's doing. So is that the reason why you voted for Biden? That's your logical reason. Logical reason. I'm talking about you sat down, you thought about it, and you came with a educated reason as far as why you picked this next president to be your president for the next 4 years. And I'm being honest with you people. A lot of people really voted on emotion. A lot of people, I hear people say, oh, we had to get the orange man out. Okay. That's it? Oh, he don't know what he's doing. Okay, what? People cannot formulate their information. And I'm laying out self-accountability. You have to formulate an educated reason or thought process of why you do something. Saying something because you don't like them, I get it. I'm neither pro or Trump, so I'm not supporting either one of them. But I can give you a logical reason why I voted for this person and that person. Pros and cons of each person. I can give you those details in detail and why I chose this person, regardless of who they are. I'm going with the information that's in black and white. And you look at self-accountability, you look at integrity. A lot of people don't do that. And I don't use that scenario between the president because that was a huge thing that happened in 2020 outside of COVID and everything else, that a lot of people didn't take that self-accountability and use integrity when making a formulated, huge decision for America for the next 4 years. We base it off based in emotion. So I have conversations, once again, like I said, about the Dwayne Haskins situation out of the league. He has done things that some people deem him as, he deserved not to be in the NFL. He didn't take his job serious. Blah, 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 blah. Right? I've been watching the football ever since maybe I'll say 90s. I was born in the 80s, but I ain't still really paid attention to it and understand until the 90s. Keep it all the way 100, the 90s. I'm a Steelers fan, all the way 90s and up. But the point I'm trying to make is that if you're a African American and you're a quarterback, you don't get the same patience and time as your counter quarterback, which is normally a white quarterback in the league. So I'm going to give you facts here. At the end of the day, you have to be smarter. You have to always be no flaw on your record. I'm talking to you, young black African man who's going to play football and is going to the next level. I played football in high school. I would never discourage anyone from not playing football. I love football. Football is a great sport. But I understand who you are going to play for. And they don't care about your body, don't care about you. All they care about is you winning. They have to like you. We have other couple 30-plus peak quarterbacks in the league right now. That is horrible. But they give the same opportunities of being on the rosters year after year after year after year. And in my personal opinion, a great quarterback to me is going to equal championships. You can be a great passer. You can have all the passing records, but if you don't win a chip, okay, you're just a good, okay quarterback. What have you won? What have you done? We think about Tom Brady. You think about 6 rings. We think about Aaron Rodgers. I think he got 2, I believe. Russell Wilson, he got 1, been to 2. But great quarterbacks can get you to the promised land to where you can become great. John Montana, everybody else. I'm not forgetting everybody else. But the point I'm trying to make is that to be great in the league is based on your skill set, your practice, your hard work you put in the films. So you're responsible for who you are. So what I'm saying, what Dwayne did, as far as for what they say, because I don't trust the media to say that he wasn't really focused, he wasn't a team player. It just all these, in my opinion, those are the things they're using to assassinate his character. But at the end of the day, he still has to be responsible for himself. He needs to make sure that in the limelight that he's in, he knows that he's a black quarterback in a predominant white league owned by all white owners. Maybe one non-white African, maybe one non-white person who the owner of the Jackson Jaguars. I want to say he's Pakistani, but I could be wrong. But I know he's not white. That's one of the 32 teams in the NFL, whatever. But if you have to work 20 times harder than your counterpart, regardless that you have the strongest arm, you're the fastest runner, doesn't matter. You're still going to be looked at different and less than of a player. Hell, Lamar Jackson just won the MVP last year, and this year they critiquing him like he's still not the same player. Like, oh, he's not the same player. He's not playing up to par. This man just came off an MVP season. Like, prime example, look at Cam Newton. Cam Newton is a MVP Super Bowl, not winner, but he did carry his team to the Super Bowl quarterback. And he went to the Patriots, and he signed a $1 million contract, I believe. And he's still young and still good health and shape and all good stuff. But we get other quarterbacks, a.k.a. Jay Cutler. He didn't want to play on a TV show broadcast. And they offered him $10 million, and he decided to play. Jay Cutler hasn't won nothing in the NFL. But he was given an opportunity of $10 million for 1 year to play with the Browns. The Bears. Or whatever. It might be the Bears, whatever. But Cam Newton, proven to be a great player year after year. He's not the best overall, but he is still a good quarterback. Strong arm, still can run. And he's playing for pennies. So when I say the NFL was a ninja police, it's a fact. It's proven. Show me. But anyway, it's not about that. I know I got a little topic there. Just want to let you know. Once again, you have to be accountable for your actions. You can no longer say in this day and time that, oh, the white man's holding me down. No, I'm getting off football. I'm just talking about this period altogether. We all have the same opportunities. We do have the same resources. Well, I wouldn't say same opportunities because we know that's not true, but we do have the same resources that we all can get to. Regardless of, say, if you went to Howard University compared to a Princeton, a community college to a 4-year degree, whatever. Education is education. But guess what? There's a thing out there called social network. There's a thing out there called, actually, YouTube University. There's things out there that you can really do that help yourself become a better person. Even skill. I recommend YouTube University to anybody who wants to do pretty much almost anything. There's people who do walkthroughs on everything, from coding to breaking down the engine and putting it back together. Will it take time? Yes, it will. But the end goal is more achievable than you going to college, spend over $200,000 just so you get a piece of paper that said, hey, I went to this Ohio State school, but then you started a job at an entry level and you're working your way up. And by the time you get that money and you have a family, you're still in debt. So there's no win. There's no end game for you. No end game. But once again, it's all integrity. And let's talk about a little more integrity here, people. Let's talk about a little bit. I'm on social media a lot. TikTok. Anybody, if you watch TikTok, you on TikTok for 1 minute and the next thing is like 2 hours later, like, hold up, where my day gone? Now, the reason why I bring it up because me personally, I have a problem with the new generation coming up, the younger generation, because the younger generation is our future. So if you don't focus on the future, it's not going to look too bright. It's not. And I have a problem, a real problem I don't understand this. Ladies, I'm talking to you right now. I'm talking to you. This is not all, but it's most. But you know who you are. Because all I got to do is go on TikTok and watch it. Cool. Twerk videos. I watch them. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm married, but I'm still a man. How they work. I still look. Whatever. I'm not DM nobody, but it is what it is. But I have a problem when you're doing that and your baby right next to you. Girl or boy, doesn't matter. You have a child right next to you, either in a stroller or just sitting and watching you, and you're doing that. But then you want to go out there and say, men ain't this, men ain't that. There's no good men out there. But you're sitting there twerking in booty shorts and all with a little child right there. So where's the integrity at? I'm not saying you can't do that, but you couldn't wait till the baby go to sleep. You couldn't wait till the child is in school. No, you had to do it right then at that moment. Are we clout chasing? What are we doing out here? What is the image you setting for the youth? And what is the image you setting for us as overall black people? Because don't just think that it's just black people looking at the pictures of you twerking and all that. There's other people looking at it, and they're looking at you and they're judging you. And they putting up all of us in this one category as, see, look at them. They don't want to be better. They want to do nothing but this all day. Yes, the other race, other people do that too. I agree. But guess what? They're not dealing with the same struggles that we deal with every day. So no, I'm not going to say, well, how come you're not talking about the other people? They're not dealing with the same struggles that we deal with every day. You go to your company and your job you work for, you look up to the higher ups, the CEOs and CFOs and VPs. Just look at the color of the people. Do you see many of us? Doesn't matter what company you work for, unless you're your own company, which is kudos. You're not enough wrong with that. Have your own. Definitely have your own. But when you look at these other companies, who do you see at the top? I'm just saying. Now, I'm not saying that's everyone's goal, but you trying to tell me in 2021, because that's where we're in right now, all these millionaire people and all these opportunities that we have, and we still don't see a bunch of African American leaders. Take away this stuff. Let's put the NBA players, NFL players, or the famous people. Let's put them in their own category because that's a small group. Kudos to them. But you look at the average, everyday, hardworking person. Do you see us up there? Do you see us getting these opportunities? But we can't sit there and blame them. We have to take accountability for our actions. We have to spend more time with teaching our kids about voting and voting with a purpose, voting for a reason. You got to teach the kids about money. Hell, we need to make sure our kids are being disciplined. Discipline, not beat on, not abused. There's a difference between discipline and abuse. A big difference, okay? Big difference. Coming to the house and swinging for no reason, that's abuse. But anyway, that's all another topic. We'll get that later on. But these are some of the things that we need to be accountable for. Also be accountable and know who you're working for. 2020 shows that at any given moment, when the government feels like, hey, we're shutting it down. Guess what? They shut it down, and that's what it is. Now you have people out there looking and struggling to find ways to eat, feed their family, pay their mortgage, pay their rent, survive. That's simple. Some people were blessed to have jobs where you can work from home. Blessings. But don't think because you get to work from home, you're safe. You know, because companies still take a loss. Like, how take a loss? They're still working. Well, when you have a building over here that you spent over $18 million a year on to have people inside of it, but then no one's in it, but you still got to pay out people and still pay people who work at home and give them laptops and computers and give them stipends for their internet service, that's a loss. Those are losses, people. Don't think it's a loss. So when that's being said, you know, at the end of the day, when the big dogs sit down and look at the breakdown of the whole year and they see where the money came in, the money came out, there's some CEOs out there that get paid almost $1 million a day. But when they don't get that certain amount of $1 million they average every year, let's say somebody makes, let's say they make $1 million a year, and then this year, because of 2020, They made just below $1 billion. They made $900 million instead of hitting that $1 billion again. But guess what? They still got paid good money, but they didn't get that $1 billion they used to custom to getting. So guess what? They're going to look back in the business and see, where can I recruit this money at? Oh, we don't need them? Outsource? Those are always options. So it's definitely important that you have a backup plan, multiple streams of income. Hey, this is 2021, people. Let's start the year out strong. Start saving right now. If you don't have $10,000 in your account for a rainy day, then you're in trouble. You are in trouble. And that's minimum. But if you don't have 10,000, I'm talking about 10,000 in the savings account. If something were to break in the house or if you get laid off, you can pay your bills for the next 6 months with no problems. Boom. You probably need more than 10,000 in this day and age. But hey, 10,000 is better than nothing. But if you have nothing, then you need to start thinking about, you know what? 2020 really showed me a lot. I need to really put it in gear. If it could be saving, it could be starting a business. And now, mind you, everyone's not a business owner. And I understand that, because if in 2020 you didn't open up a business or started something, it's not just for you. It's not for you. The grind's not in you, which is not a shot, which is understand, because everyone can't be a CEO, which I completely understand. Not a problem. But you need to make sure that, hey, if I'm working here, I don't care if it's $5 a paycheck, $10. You got to start somewhere. And then once you see it grow, you're going to be excited and you throw more money at it because you want to see it grow quicker. That's how it goes. But getting started is like you ran through mud and you getting there. But once you see it, like, oh, it's growing. I could throw another 20 on top of that. And then, wow, you have money saved up just for your safety. Because once again, you're accountable for your actions. So, you know, as a man, as most men, not all, most men, everything falls on the man. Regardless how you may feel about it, I'm going to speak for me. Example, if I were to get laid off, everything falls on me. Everything falls. I need to make sure the house, the kids, the wife, everyone's taken care of. If something happened, I need to go out and hit the street. Not saying rob. Now, when I hit the street, I mean job hunting. Monster.com, whatever it may be, applications there. I need to make it happen because there's no excuses. I don't have the luxury to go back home to mommy, you know, move in with mom. I don't have that luxury as a grown man. Grown man, we make things happen. So once again, I always have to make sure that I'm always thinking ahead. I don't live in the moment. I do live in the moment, but I'm trying to understand, let you know that I don't live in the moment, if that makes sense. So I'm always thinking ahead. I'm always thinking the worst, and I'm always thinking how to avoid the worst. And if it does happen, I'm prepared, because that's being accountable. And that's what, you know, I raised my son to be that way. My daughter raised the same way. You have to be accountable for you. Forget what's going on around you. What did you do? What could you have done? So, that's all we have for today, people. You know, Happy New Year's again. Self-accountability. Think about it. Think about yourself. Think about what happened last year and how you want 2021 to be. Health, wealth, and happiness should be in everyone's home for 2021 and going forward. That's all I have, people. Thanks for tuning in to Twinsinc Talk. I'll be posting content a lot more often, more frequently, so join in. I'm everywhere. I'm on Twitter. I'm on IG. I'm on YouTube. Click, like, follow. If you want to be on the show, let me know. I do have Zoom now, so if you want to jump in, just listen in. If you do want to have a debate, you want to go in, I'm here for all the smoke. But I'll say this, people: when you come to the debate, at least with me, don't come with your feelings. Don't wear your feelings on your sleeve. Now, it's your feelings. Come with the facts, and let's debate it. I'm wrong. I never claim to be the person who knows it all, but I'm always willing to learn. But let's argue. Let's argue to debate it with the facts, without shaming each other, and just learn from it and move forward. All this is a healthy dialogue, conversation. But that's all I have, people. Thanks for tuning to the show. Happy New Year. Hope everyone has a great and successful 2021. And I'm out. that will be a wrap on the show today. Thank you for tuning in to the show. I really appreciate that. Please reach out to me on IG at Twinsinc, Twitter, Twinsinc as well. If you have questions, you want to be a part of the show, you can send me email at info@twinsinc.net. You can even go to twinsinc.net as well. But once again, I really appreciate the time that I was on the show today and the guests. So please come back again. I'm out.